Well, I grew up here in Taos, New Mexico. During World War II, my parents moved all around, but they moved back here immediately after the war, and I've been here ever since. My granddad came here in 1898 the first time, and just he liked it here, so he ended up staying. And by the 20s, my granddad built this house and started bringing the whole family out here. One of my aunts, Belle McCarthy, built the Sagebrush Inn originally back in 1934 or thereabouts. My mother came here actually in the 30s to study with Andrew Dasberg and end up staying and meeting my dad, who actually my mom, I think, rented my grandfather's house over on the Loma back sometime late 30s and met my dad that way. She does what's called academic impressionism, which everybody was taught back then in college. I used to walk along with her, and we'd go looking for places to paint, and I had a little set of watercolors, and she had her easel and set up for standing up and painting oils along the roads. And I can just remember going along with her way back and sitting on the ground and drawing and scribbling in watercolor. And in high school, I got into taking art classes always, and I kept trying to avoid it. I started majoring in psychology after I'd done the year of architecture, and a couple of years of that I realized I wasn't going anywhere with that. I didn't know what I would do, and meanwhile I'd been painting all along on the side because I was an illustrator at the time I was in the military, so I just kept working on doing painting. And then I found this teacher, Sam Smith, and I took a class with him that was an elective, and I started getting A's from him. I ended up with a total, minor in Sam Smith with 18 hours of A at UNM, so it didn't make much sense to do anything else at that point. And then I started selling paintings in the galleries here early on, back in the late 60s. And I've just been doing that ever since. I was influenced by Victor Higgins a great deal with his color, use of color, and a simplification of design, I would say, which is something I've done gradually over the years. Don't try and put too much in a painting. I'd say I just was born to be an artist.